of all the things in the world, of all the things that a human being can do. Why yoga? Everything that human beings can do is essentially an expression of who they are. Somebody sings a song, somebody dances, somebody writes a book, somebody paints a picture. Whatever else we do is an expression of who you are. You may be conscious of it, you may be unconscious of it, but still everything that you say, everything that you do, everything that comes out of you is essentially an expression of who you are. So yoga, in that way, is diametrically opposite to this, because it's not an expression of who you are. It's about determining as to who you are. It's about determining as to what you want to be, changing the very fundamentals of one's existence. Today, there is substantial medical and scientific evidence to show that the very fundamentals of the activity of your brain, your chemistry, even your genetic content can be changed by practicing different systems of yoga. This needed no confirmation because we've always witnessed this. But today there is scientific data to prove this. So this is not an expression of who you are, this is about determining the nature of who you wish to be, changing the fundamental ingredients which has made you who you are. So yoga as a system needs much more involvement than any other things any other forms of things that we do, which are merely an expression of who we are. If you find full expression through any particular activity, it may also leave you somewhat transformed. If you cook with all your heart, some transformation may happen. Yes, taking care of a cow can change your life, you know. If you sing with all your heart, some transformation may happen. If you dance with all your heart, some transformation may happen. But that is only a certain impact that is happening because of absolute involvement in a particular activity. But essentially that activity by nature is an expression of who you are. It is not determining the nature of who you are. So when we transform our activity, not as an expression of who we are, because who wants to find expression like this in the morning? Definitely not, isn't it? So, it is not an expression, it is a method, it is a means, it's a technology through which you can change the shape of who you are. Literally also, otherwise also. You can change the very shape of who you really are right now. That can be transformed, because who you are right now as a person is a combination of things. Genetic material, before that, the karmic substance that you carry. Because of that, you chose a certain womb, so the genetic material. And since the moment you were born, whatever kind of impressions that have gone into you in the form of variety of experiences, situations, thoughts, emotions, relationships, associations, whatever else you have imbibed, all these things make you a certain kind of person. When you say, I am a certain kind of person, what you're saying is, I have this kind of compulsions. When you say, I am this kind of person, what you're saying is, this is the kind of compulsions that I identify myself with, so I am this kind of a person. People, it's a very Western thing, but it's very much there in India today. So people say, I am a morning person, I am an evening person. So what they mean is, morning, I cannot wake up in the morning, that means I am an evening person. I can't stay awake in the evening, so I am a morning person. Not only that, people… it's going far, some are BlackBerry people, some are Apple people. So our world is getting divided in so many ways. They're not just instruments that you use and keep it down, it's you get identified with it. So there are chapati people, there are rice people, there are dosa people, there are idli people, all kinds. So, what kind you are is essentially a certain type of compulsion. So you set yourself into the process of yoga because you don't want to be this kind or that kind, that you will be the kind that you're required to be in a particular moment. If it's morning, you're a morning person. If it's evening, you're an evening person. If you're not required to be a person, you're not a person. That is, you become flexible. This flexibility, we start working with your body to start with. Afterwards, it should come to every aspect of your life. Your physical structure, your psychological structure, your emotional structure, your karmic structure, everything should become flexible, that it can be whatever it is required to be. It is not stuck being this way or that way. So yoga as a process, yoga as a method, yoga as a technology, yoga as a science is essentially to break the limitations of a certain concretization that happens, which we call as personality, to evolve from being a person to a presence. If you're a person, that means you have made a shell out of yourself. You formed a shell. Within that shell only you can operate. If you break this shell, you will no more be a person, but simply a presence. As life is, as God is, just a presence. If it can be encased in a shell, it becomes a person. So yoga means slowly you're working on making the shell thinner and thinner, more and more porous, that one day you can exist without a shell.
Dear seekers, in the ancient tapestry of life, where does the true essence of yoga find its thread? How does the practice of yoga transcend the physical and venture into the realms of the mind and spirit? And in the hustle of our daily lives, how can yoga serve as a bridge to inner peace and understanding? Yoga, in its essence, is not merely a series of postures or physical exercises, it is a profound science of being, a pathway to the union of the individual soul with the universal consciousness. It offers a mirror to look within, to explore the depths of our being, and to understand the nature of existence. Yoga is the journey of the self, through the self, to the self. In the modern world, we often find ourselves caught in the web of the mundane, chasing after the ephemeral pleasures and material achievements. We are engulfed in the noise that surrounds us and the noise within us. Yoga offers a sanctuary, a moment of stillness amidst the chaos. It teaches us to anchor ourselves in the present moment, to breathe consciously, and to align our body, mind, and spirit in harmony. Consider the way a tree stands firm and grounded, yet its branches sway gracefully with the wind. Yoga teaches us this balance, the strength to stand firm in our values and beliefs, and the flexibility to adapt to the changing rhythms of life. Each asana, posture, is a reflection of life's situations, teaching us resilience, patience, and the art of letting go. Yoga is also a dialogue between the body and the soul. It is in the silence of a meditative pose or the rhythm of a flowing sequence that we often hear the whispers of our inner voice. These moments of introspection guide us to the core of our being, shedding light on our fears, desires, and the infinite possibilities that lie within us. Moreover, yoga is a practice of mindfulness, it teaches us to observe our thoughts without judgment and to live each moment fully. It is a reminder that happiness is not a destination but a journey. The mat becomes a metaphor for life, each practice a step towards self-realization and inner peace. In a world that constantly pulls us outward, yoga is the gentle nudge that draws us back inward. It is a reminder that amidst the external pursuits, the true journey is the one that leads us back to ourselves. Through yoga, we learn to cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for our existence, recognizing the interconnection of all life. Thus, the essence of yoga lies not in the perfection of the postures but in the journey of discovery they initiate. It is a journey that transcends the boundaries of the physical, leading us into the realms of the spiritual and the profound realization of our oneness with the universe. Dear seekers, in embracing yoga, we embrace the totality of our existence, learning to live with greater awareness, harmony, and love. This is the path to true transformation, a transformation that begins within and radiates outward, touching every aspect of our lives. It is in this transformation that we find our true essence, our true self. As we delve deeper into the practice of yoga, we find that it is not merely a physical discipline but a way of life. Yoga offers us the tools to navigate the complexities of our existence with grace and equanimity. It teaches us to embrace both light and shadow, joy and sorrow, with the same level of consciousness and acceptance. This holistic approach to life, where every experience is seen as an opportunity for growth and learning, is what makes yoga a transformative journey. Yoga invites us to cultivate an intimate relationship with the rhythm of our breath, the subtle movements of our body, and the ebb and flow of our thoughts. This heightened sense of awareness brings us closer to the present moment, the only place where life truly unfolds. It is here, in the present, that we begin to unravel the layers of conditioning and false identities that obscure our true nature. Yoga offers a path to peel away these layers, revealing the luminous self that resides within. The practice of yoga is also a journey of community and connection. In the shared space of a yoga class, we are reminded of our common humanity, our shared vulnerabilities, and strengths. This sense of belonging and interconnectedness reinforces the understanding that we are not isolated beings but part of a larger whole. It teaches us compassion, not just for ourselves but for all living beings, fostering a sense of unity and oneness. Moreover, yoga challenges us to confront our limitations, not as obstacles but as opportunities for expansion and growth. Whether it's holding a difficult pose, focusing the mind during meditation, or practicing ethical principles in daily life, yoga stretches us beyond our perceived boundaries. It encourages us to explore the vast potential that lies within and to live from a place of authenticity and courage. As we continue on the path of yoga, we discover that it is not the attainment of a particular pose or the mastery of a technique that matters, but the journey itself. It is the moments of stillness and inner peace, the joy of movement, and the depth of connection to ourselves and others that truly enrich our lives. Yoga becomes a mirror reflecting the beauty and complexity of the human experience, inviting us to live with greater intention, mindfulness, and heart. In essence, yoga is a call to awaken to the fullness of our being, to embrace the entirety of our existence with compassion and wisdom. It is a journey that continually unfolds, revealing endless possibilities for growth, transformation, and enlightenment. As we walk this path with openness and curiosity, we realize that the ultimate destination of yoga is not a place but a state of being, a state of peace, harmony, and unconditional love that transcends the confines of the ego and merges with the infinite. This journey, inspired by the ancient wisdom of yoga, is a testament to the power of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. It is a reminder that within each of us lies the potential to live a life of depth, purpose, and joy. As we embrace the practice of yoga, we embark on a transformative journey that not only changes us but also the world around us. It is in this transformation, rooted in the practice and philosophy of yoga, that we find our true essence and the ultimate expression of life itself.